What's up, guys? Welcome to A Reseller's Life. My name is Chris. Thank you so much for joining me. And this episode is part one of the top 100 tips for reselling. This is earning a full-time living online, eBay, Amazon, Mercari, Poshmark, whatever your poison is. I'm going to need your help. So I have the list compiled on Facebook. This is the group Reseller Collective. It's free. What I'd like to do is have people come in here and do two things. One, comment your personal best productivity tip that's helped your business, and then also part two is write down which of these 100 tips you're going to implement right now. This channel is just about improving the ability to earn money online, so let's just get straight into it. I am going to start with 10 tips, and then you guys add your own, and I'll give you credit on the group as well. Again, the Reseller Collective, and it is free. Okay, number one is develop a sourcing route and map near you with the best opportunities highlighted. Both a physical map, you can do this on Google Maps, just highlight everything and add them to a list. And this is going to help you figure out the quickest way to go through this route. If you do that every week and you also add in garage sales, depending on where you live, you should quickly be able to find a niche or something unique to where you live. And that's going to help you source items, which is part of the equation. Number two is develop a relationship with your local real estate firms, local businesses, or junk removal services. All of these companies need help liquidating goods. That's their profession. So you need to be their go-to person so you can get these goods and then resell them on your store. Okay, number three, this is improving 4% of your listings daily. After 30 days, that will be you'll cycle through your whole store, and you want to do that because you don't want your listings to be stale. All of these online platforms will penalize you if people look at your items and don't buy them. So you want to go periodically check in and improve those so that you don't have any issues. I recommend doing this like at lunchtime or at the end of the day, something to just take your mind off of the other parts of your business. Number four is you can reduce headaches and non-paying bidders by one, just removing best offer on items that are under $25 because I feel like it's not even worth it. They're going to buy it or not buy it at that price point. And I don't actually accept best offers. Rarely. Usually what I do is I message the buyer back, thank you for your offer of $40 on my $49 item. I have reduced the price to $40. Please check out at your earliest convenience. Thank you for your offer. So that is going to alert all the other people who are looking at the item, let them know that the price has been reduced. It's also going to create some urgency for that person to pay on time. And I have immediate payment required for buy it now. Unfortunately, eBay has the system set up so somebody can buy an item and they don't have to pay. So that's one way to get rid of that issue. Okay, number five is create a shipping chart for frequently used shipping parameters. And then you want to create a business profile in the in eBay settings, which I'll make a separate video on that. Those business policies can help you save time because it's, for example, you ship, number one, you ship in a poly mailer under 1 pound. Number two, you use a medium flat rate box. Number three, you use a large flat rate box. Then in your shipping area, you would have box one, box two, box three. And then when you're listing, you can see if it fits in those and meets the requirements. That's going to save you a lot of time in the beginning. After doing it for a while, you'll kind of have an idea of which way you're going to ship it. But when you're just starting, creating that chart is going to save you a lot of headache. And if you mentally start thinking that way when you go out and source or you're looking online, you'll be able to know right away. And this will help you start to understand cubic shipping, which is shipping by volume instead of weight, which is a hugely important part of reselling. Okay, number six is using Google Remote Desktop. This is a really useful tool that's free. You can create Google Remote Desktop on your phone and on your computer, and you can give a login to somebody else and they can log into your computer and work. This is really useful for virtual assistants who may not have strong internet connection. That's been the experience for me. And so when you're doing e-commerce, there's a lot of media being uploaded in the form of pictures, and that can take a while. So if they can just utilize my internet connection and their browser, it's usually much faster. That service is free. Also, you can make it really straightforward in the sense that it just has your eBay, Poshmark, Mercari, Amazon accounts loaded, and maybe a spreadsheet of your inventory and nothing else on that computer. I have 2 dedicated devices that only do this. It just makes it easier because they can log in and knock out that information for you without having to give them passwords. Okay, number 7. This is a big one. In the chat below, if you're listening to this on YouTube, maybe mark which one of these tips you're going to try today. And again, if you want to provide some insight, I will link that in the group and give you credit. Number 7 is upgrading your network. This is really important. One, you need one reselling buddy locally. I don't see why you wouldn't want to do this, because reselling is very much a solo enterprise. It's very boring to do this by yourself every single day. You at least need one friend. It's nice to have a spouse if you're lucky, or a family member that's actually on board. But otherwise, just find one friend, and that's really going to help you. So also, once you have that one friend, maybe find 5 friends online that sell in the same niche as you. Your local friend, it would be best that they don't sell the same thing as you, so you're not overlapping. So as an example, if you go to a thrift store with somebody who sells the exact same thing as you and you split it, in my opinion, you just reduced your efficiency by half by doing that. But if you go sourcing with somebody who sells the opposite category as you, you're both leveling up your knowledge. You're both preventing each other from buying something that's potentially a bad buy. And then when you're doing the network online, you can now share all your be on the lookout for items or BOLO items with those people, but they're in different markets, so they're not going to cannibalize your local sales. Also, you want to develop a reputation amongst your friends as somebody who can move expensive items. Also, that can teach them how to resell. I would 100% charge them. It's very hard to show somebody how to do this, and you're showing them how to make money. So I recommend adding a small coaching business once you've been going for a while, maybe 5 to 10 hours for a few $100 extra a week. That helps lessen the need to rely on your reselling income, because it's going to move up and down. But a coaching business, if you have 5 people you're helping, they're going to pay you each week, and all you have to do is just deliver improvement to their business. So I like that idea. Most resellers that are successful help other people, so that's pretty common. Also, partnering with a local brick and mortar is the number one way to start wholesale. That's the way, because starting a wholesale business or retail operations is expensive. Usually you need a storefront, you need a warehouse, but you can just partner with somebody who has a brick and mortar, and these people have a lot of expenses, a lot of overhead, and will be happy to help you if you can help them solve a problem. So if you walk in and say, give me your best stuff, they're not going to help you. But if you say, what are your biggest challenges, and you help them solve that, then you are going to gain some favors from them. That's how a lot of the big people start. Number 8, add a QR affiliate code to your thank you card. eBay Partner Network is one of the reasons why I like eBay over the other platforms, because you can send a thank you note with a link. They click on the link, go to eBay, buy something within 24 hours or 30 days, depending on what kind of cookie it is. You get credit, and you get part of the final value fees for just bringing that person back to eBay. It's very powerful. I'll make some resources on eBay Partner Network if you guys want to, but that's like free money, essentially. That's as close to passive income as there is. If you do any significant volume on eBay, there's a lot of people going back to the store. So the QR code is easy for them, because they can just open their camera on their phone and they'll link right to the website, and you will get credit. Number 9, take care of yourself physically. This is very important. Sleep, diet, exercise. These things will dramatically improve your consistency, and that's really more important than anything. Doing a similar flow every single week over time, if you improve daily, after a year, your business will be totally different. And most of the time when people are cranky or hangry or upset, it's because of not getting enough sleep, diet, and exercise. And in the whirlwind of life, these things are never prioritized. You do this after you do the other stuff. But if you switch your mentality and do these things first, you're going to feel a lot better, be more consistent, and make a lot more money. Okay, number 10. The fastest way to grow your business, which is always the common question I get, is to sell similar items. With very few exceptions, the largest stores on eBay only sell 1 to 3 categories, and usually just one category. I just reviewed a store that has 17,000 knives in it. That's it. Just one category. They're really good at it. They understand the shipping. And once you only sell in one category, you start buying bulk in that category. You find ways to get it from distributors. You find ways to ship them bulk. You find ways to train people bulk. It's much easier to train somebody to sell 1 to 3 categories than it is to sell 100 different categories. So if you take all that energy that's spread out and then you narrow it down into 1 to 3 things, you're just going to move a lot quicker, get better at it, understand your profit margins better, and you're going to be a lot more successful. So you can see here, I just posted this in the Facebook group, and Oliver just posted a improvement. So thank you, Oliver. Eliminate distractions during your workday. Keep your phone in another room or put it in airplane mode. Make sure people know what time you are working. This is like multiple tips in the same one. Fantastic advice, because distractions are going to mess up your momentum. There's a 20-minute penalty, I like to say, if you get distracted or knocked off course. And so thank you, Oliver, for your tip. Again, I will be adding this in, and this is part 1 of a 10-part series. To cap it off, thanks guys for watching. This video is sponsored by my own reseller field guide. It's my step-by-step video guide to getting your business started. It is in the link below. It's $35 with code YouTube, and it really helps me continue to make content like this. I want to create the most straightforward tip channel. It's not that exciting, but it should help you grow your business. So I appreciate your time. Everyone have a great weekend. Take care.